Hey, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you never already, please hit that subscribe button right here. Welcome back, fam. So, what am I doing here? You probably can tell I'm in the kitchen. This morning, I am going to be attempting to make breakfast. Now, I am not making breakfast in bed. Peggy is in bed right now. I've closed the door. I've told her I want to do this by myself without any help. If I can't find a frying pan or a whisk or anything I might need or some cooking spray or something, I'm just gonna have to figure it out. I gotta be able to do this on my own. So I want to share with you guys my evolution of my cooking skills a little bit. So when I was little, I guess the first time I ever made breakfast for myself was a bowl of cereal. And I would make myself a bowl of cereal and I would go sit down and watch cartoons. This was on Saturday morning, of course. And as I got older, I was able to do more stuff, more complicated stuff like toasting some Eggos. I would put some Eggos in the toaster, or the no-name brand Eggos if we had them. And I would set it to 2, not knowing what that was. And I would pour some syrup on there and I would have myself a complete breakfast, and I would go sit down and watch cartoons. The next level that I achieved in making my own breakfast was driving to McDonald's to get myself a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, some hash browns, and a soda or orange juice if I was feeling a little splurgy. Honestly, that was my entire evolution. Now, you probably noticed I skipped a couple steps, like when did you learn to fry your own egg or make your own grits or something? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Until I had joined the Army, I have never fried an egg, made a pot of grits. I'm trying to think what other cooking I might have done. Like, I tried to make a cake one time. I think I was 16 or 17 years old. I tried to make a cake. And they told me to use a teaspoon of salt or a little pinch of salt. I think I used 2 tablespoons of salt. So that came out like crap. No, that's about it. Everything in between was either school lunch or mama making me lunch or the military making my breakfast or whatever. So my experience is extremely limited. Of course, now after I got my own apartment in the military, I started like learning to cook stuff for my own, especially for breakfast, because I'm not gonna go to McDonald's every morning. So I did learn to do some. I found instant grits, which was a lifesaver. I know a lot of Southerners like instant grits. No, instant grits is a lifesaver. So I've had that. I've mastered my Eggo waffle recipe, microwave it with some butter, some syrup, all that kind of good stuff. And every once in a while I've made some sausages and eggs, and even some omelets and stuff like that. But just suffice it to say that my skills are very limited. So I said all that to say this. Now I'm making breakfast for Peggy this morning. This is her birthday month. Yay! So I'm making breakfast for Peggy this morning. But if you're expecting to see stuff like garnish or sliced tomatoes or strawberries and stuff like that, I hate to disappoint, but that is not going to happen. Not in this kitchen, fam. Not today. But what I am going to do is I'm going to make some breakfast. I'm going to have some conversation with you guys. Now, I'm not going to be doing a tutorial because who would want to watch a cooking tutorial from me? I'm just going to make breakfast and talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on in my head and stuff like that. So let's get started, fam. All right, so what's the first thing? So I've been doing a lot of research on this, fam. That's sad, I know, but I've been like checking the internet last night ever since I decided I was going to do this and trying to determine what I was going to make and what should I make first, that kind of thing. The big thing is I don't want to make a big mess in the kitchen, because that's what Peggy always accused me of. She said, you know what, Don, don't make breakfast anymore. The mess is just too much. So one thing I'm gonna make sure I do is not make a big mess. And one way to not make a big mess is to use that beauty over there, the air fryer. The air fryer is my friend. It's like a microwave for cooking. So you just set a time and a temperature and you let it go. So this morning, I'm gonna make some of Peggy's turkey bacon and I'm gonna make it in the air fryer. This is so simple, anybody can do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it for 375 for about 10 to 11 minutes. I'm gonna set it for 11 minutes. And then I'll be able to let it go. And I'll come back and talk to you guys. So let's start with the bacon first. Now I'm not gonna start the eggs until the bacon has been cooking for at least 5 minutes or so, because it only takes 2 or 3 minutes to cook eggs, and I don't want the eggs to be cold when the bacon is finally done. You see how I planned all this out? I know some of y'all are actually gonna be impressed. Well, some of you might be impressed already. And some of y'all are thinking, okay, big deal, Don, that's what you're supposed to do. Hey, so what am I gonna be talking to you guys about while I'm cooking? Well, y'all know when I'm doing my little waiting in the truck for Pegi segments, sometimes she's in the grocery store and I'm just sitting in the truck talking about whatever's going through my mind. One of the things I usually pull from is like Instagram and stuff. Now, I would say this, Instagram has devolved into a whole lot of, I wanna say, young ladies trying to thirst traps. I'm just gonna say thirst traps. It's devolved into a whole bunch of thirst traps or people trying to be funny or pranks. I hate all of that stuff. Well, people trying to be funny, as long as it's a good, wholesome fun, I like that. But thirst traps and pranks, I'm just scrolling. But every once in a while, I come across something good and I'll save it. You know, you can hit the little 3 dots at the bottom and hit save. And I saved something to a list called Society is Still Good. Now, I love this. A matter of fact, this morning I went to my little Society is Still Good tab, and every once in a while some of these are tear jerkers. Now, I'm gonna say this about how do you get on my Society is Still Good tab? It's not about how much money you have. Now, it's easy to find somebody who goes give a poor person $5,000 and changes their day and stuff like that. You see those all the time, and I don't know, they get a lot of views, they get a lot of attention and everything. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the little simple stuff. People on there telling stories about giving a guy a jump who was in the Walmart parking lot, and everybody just kept passing by. He would ask almost everybody passed by him, who asked if he can get a jump. And people, hey man, I would, but you know, I got shopping to do, I got this and I got that to do. And he would just keep trying because he's stuck in the parking lot. What else is he gonna do? He had jumper cables in hand, and people can't take the time. People couldn't take the time to assist them. Now I understand people have stuff going on and everything, but the guy was talking about how he said, "Hey, I'm going in to buy 3 things. I'm just gonna get those 3 things. As soon as I come out, I'm gonna try to give you a jump." And the guy said, "Okay," but you know, he kind of like, okay, another person said he's gonna come back out and help him, but won't. But he came back out, put his groceries in his truck, and then asked the guy, said, "Let me see your jumper cables." And so they got the car jumped, and the guy just gave him this great story about just how thankful he was for that. And it was just like, it is amazing how little it takes to make a real difference in somebody's life. It's just, it doesn't always take a whole lot of money or even a whole lot of time or any kind of special skills or anything like that. He was able to jump this guy's car, helping somebody with a flat tire. There was one it was a skate park where there was this little kid who came to the skate park all the time, but he didn't have his own skateboard. And they would see the kid, he would cheer for them when they would do tricks or spins or whatever the little jumps were. And he would just sit there and watch. And one day, one of the skaters said, "Hey, you want to try?" And his eyes got all big, and they put him on a skateboard and held him up and let him slide a little bit. And then eventually he slid down the hill and gave the skater just the biggest hug. How much did that cost? How much time did it take? I don't know. It's those kind of videos. I see those videos and I always hit like and I always leave a comment. Of course, I save it to my society is still good tab, because sometimes you need to remind yourself that society is still good. I would highly encourage you guys to do that. One of the reasons why I smile all the time is because I get up in the morning, I check the news for whatever reason. I check the comments on our YouTube page. But then I go to my society is still good, and I try to scroll and try to find a few more things to add, because I know I'm going to be able to find something. Because in deep down, people are still good, no matter how much fighting you see or whatever else you might opinion you might have of where society is going or something. Deep down, the majority of people are good. Just wanted to share that with you guys this morning, and it's been 5 minutes, so let's go ahead and get these eggs started. Alright fam, so the first thing is I'm going to try to make the eggs. Now, I know there's a much better way of cracking open the eggs. I must have seen 5 or 6 hacks on how to crack eggs without getting any eggshell in your bowl, but I can't remember a single one of them. But somehow I was able to crack all 3 of these eggs without getting any eggshell in the bowl. Those little white spots you see in the bowl, that's just reflection of light or something. Peggy says make sure you season your eggs, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna season with some black pepper and salt. You know, basic man seasoning. Now she told me her secret last time was to add a little bit of milk, like a tablespoon of milk. This is probably like 2 or 3 tablespoons of milk. So I don't know, I think it's gonna come out a little bit more watery than I expected, but let's go ahead and just whisk this up. I think you can use a fork without using a whisk. Who uses a whisk anyway? Alright, that seems to be about enough. So let's go get that pan heated up. Oh, before I get the pan heated up, I need to clean the counter space off. Remember I said I didn't want to leave any messes? There you go. Gotta pay attention. I know I probably got a little egg juice somewhere, what you call it, yolk juice. But anyway, let's go and get this pan heated up. Now, they told me to put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the pan when I'm heating it up. So let's put this 1 tablespoon in there. That can't possibly be enough. The very first thing that came to mind was that can't be enough. So I wasn't selling for that. So I put a tablespoon of this olive spread that Peggy has. I love this stuff on toast. So I decided that. So now I got 2 tablespoons of oil in the bottom of my pan. Spread that around a little bit. Then I can go ahead and add my beaten eggs. If I had tried to make eggs over easy or something like that, I would have been in real trouble. But scrambled eggs, I think I can handle that. And like I said, it only takes a couple minutes. You let it heat up for a little while and bam, now you got eggs sticking to your pan. I know I should have used some more oil, but oh well. Stir it up a little bit. I don't want to make them too hard, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off and take them off the heat. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Even before they're done cooking, turn the heat off, stir it up a little bit, fold it onto itself. I think that's a proper culinary term. Get the eggs all over the place over here and get it all taken off. And then try to plate it up. I think I did something all right here. Now the bacon is already done. The turkey bacon, if you can call it bacon, is done. Now I know it looks way overcooked, but Peggy likes her everything. Breakfast sausage, bacon, everything is always overcooked. Even her steaks. So I feel confident that these came out the way she liked it. So that's how it looks. That's how it came out. Let me go ahead and wake her up.
Good morning, family.
What's up?
I am still tired. Anyway, I woke up to breakfast smells amazing.
There you go. Thank you, babe.
Breakfast
I
smells
started a little early. You know, I thought it would take me like a little bit longer than it did. And,
yeah.
I kind of got into her little sleep time.
Yep. So he made my favorite, the turkey bacon. See, he cooked it just like I like it, because I like all my breakfast meats burned a little bit.
Yeah.
So this turkey bacon tastes amazing.
Okay. Well, that's the easiest one for me. Now the
Turkey
hard part
bacon.
was the eggs. I thought eggs were easy to make.
What's wrong with the eggs?
I just want to see how it came out. I don't know.
They look nice and fluffy. Did you put milk in them?
I did put a little bit of milk in it.
See, I taught them well. Those are good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Nice and fluffy.
Got any flavor to it?
What you mean? Eggs. Those are good.
Good.
They just taste like eggs.
Okay. Well, that's good because Pegi's eggs are delicious. So if it tastes like eggs to her, they must be pretty dang good.
You can't go wrong with an egg.
There you go.
But this bacon is where it's at.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try some coffee?
Absolutely.
I feel like a little kid, like,
Right.
hey, mama, try this. Do you like it? I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's sad. That's sad and funny at the same time.
Listen, y'all. I just discovered this show called The Have and the Have-Nots by Tyler Perry. And I've been binge watching this show.
And that's why she ain't getting enough sleep.
And that's why I'm not getting enough sleep, because it gets juicier and juicier every episode. So anyway, Donald makes the best coffee anyway, so I know can't go wrong. It's a little cup of heaven.
Thanks, babe.
You can't go wrong with his coffee. Donald makes the best coffee. I don't know what it is about it. I feel like he put vanilla or something in here. Did you put vanilla in here this time?
I got a new creamer. I got
Okay.
some Kahlua vanilla creamer.
I love Donald's coffee. I do. Now, y'all might drink it and be like, girl, that's regular coffee. But this is like love in a cup. Thank you. I don't know what, because when I make it, it doesn't taste as good. I can't make my coffee taste this good. This tastes amazing.
Every once in a while, I get up and I'll see Peggy in the living room and she's drinking coffee. I'm like, who made that coffee for you? And she'd be like, I did, of
Me.
course. And I was like, do you like it? She was like, no. Let me make you a cup of coffee. Now I go into the kitchen and make her a real cup of coffee and stuff. I pride myself on that. It's the only thing I've really learned how to do over the past few years in the kitchen anyway.
What? Coffee?
Yep.
I feel like you've cooked something else before that was really good.
I made a couple omelets before, I guess, but
His omelet is good. But then there's another breakfast.
it's just basically eggs and sausage and just add some cheese the way I did today. I'm
trying to think.
I make good ramen.
My grandbabies can make ramen.
I make a heck of a bowl of cereal.
Yes, he does. But whatever he does it with love.
There you go.
Love in a cup, fam.
All right, fam. So we're going to go ahead and eat our breakfast and we'll just see y'all a little bit later.
All righty.
All right.
Hey, what's going on, fam? DJ and I just hanging out over here. We started out the little power walk with Peggy. She started out kind of slow, but then she picks it up. So that's a little bit much for me and the little buddy here. So we're gonna do our own little leisure stroll. But before we get started, I just wanted to ask you guys a question. 2 questions, actually. How many of you are dog people? And when did you find out you was a dog person? If you are a dog person. Now, I knew I was a dog person soon after getting DJ. You started thinking about, you see these video posts, but what would you do if somebody stole your dog, or how do you feel about this and how you feel about that and this? It just seems like always the soft spot is there. Maybe it's always been there, I don't know, but I guess because I was chased by a dog early on, I didn't really care about dogs too much, but now that I'm a doggy parent, I'm definitely a dog person. But it really came to a head the other day. Yesterday, I was walking DJ, and we were crossing the street, and we had looked both ways and everything. And then somebody decided to make a sudden left turn in front of us. No turn signal, nothing. Now, DJ had probably about 6 feet of leash, so I was able to push the button, stop the leash, and pull him back. And the car only missed him by less than 12 inches in the tires. I just want to try to explain the best I could the feelings that boiled up inside of me when that happened. First was relief. Okay, I got him. Thank God, I got him. But almost immediately after that, it was anger. There was a level of anger in the pit of my stomach that I can't remember feeling in the longest time. And then it was like sadness, like a realization. I almost lost DJ in like a split second because I'm not fully aware of my surroundings. Relief, anger, and sadness at one time. And DJ just looked at me like he knew something was wrong. He was like, what? Are we still walking? But I am a dog parent. Peggy is too. She's never gonna give y'all the full the full level of her dogginess. But she is constantly saying, is DJ crying? Is that DJ out here? I think DJ needs something, Donald. She is constantly concerned about what's going on with DJ. She's trying to play this tough guy role. That's your dog. She ain't fooling nobody. It's almost hilarious to see them playing with each other from the bed and the sofa and stuff when she's watching TV. But anyway, that was a aha moment for me the other day, and I'm being much more careful with my surroundings and stuff because you can't just watch what you got going on. You got to watch everybody else for some reason. But I am a dog person, so take care of your little puppy babies. Let me go ahead and give DJ his walk now, and when we come back, I'm gonna share a final word with you guys. All right. Are you ready to go on the walk? Okay, well, hold on. Let's go. Alright fam, the walk is over. You probably noticed that we have a different song for DJ's walk theme music. Oregano might be coming back soon. We just have a little copyright issue right now. We're trying to get figured out. Once we get that sorted out, we'll be back to the little thumb. Every time we go to an RV park and somebody sees DJ and recognize them, they want to sing that song. So we gotta get that song back. So it'll be coming back soon, fam. That's about all we have for today, fam. A little bit of a short video, but until the next video, we just want to remind you guys to go out there and do something good for yourself. And for others as well. Y'all take it easy, fam.